Hey everybody, welcome back to another Brothers in Arsenal. Ben and Dan here. Post-match reaction to Manchester City versus Arsenal at the Etihad this morning or evening if you're over in Europe. Yeah, Arsenal giving away the title. It seems to be happening every year at this point of the season. Um, you know, I'll be honest. I didn't think we played horrible today. We actually came out to play. It's just frustrating to see that now in comparison to, say, your Bournemouth, right? Say your Southampton. I know that's the FA Cup, but you know what I mean. Say your Wolves, right? We came out to play today and we looked pretty good. We created some good chances. Overall style play was, I thought, fun to watch. I mean, it was a back and forth game. So, for the neutrals, it was definitely a good watch for them. And, two early goals in the first half. And, we got away with the first one, let's be honest. Um, 9 times out of 10, Donnarumma takes care of that ball and it doesn't, kick it into Kai's foot. So we get a little lucky there. But yeah, it's just disappointing. I mean, I don't know. I don't even know where to start, Daniel. Do you want to start on our finishing? Do you want to start on our Arteta, on, specific player performances? I mean, where do you want to take it? Start the video off.
I don't know. This is what I've been saying the whole time. It's now I don't really, yeah. We just got to be perfect the rest of the season. We can't drop points, and even then, we have to have more goals than them. But we don't do that. They score goals, we don't. We play on the numbers game and defense. So if it
Yeah.
comes down to goal difference, they win the league. And if it comes down to being perfect, they usually win the league.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen in the past they kind of put
So
those perfect
I've been
runs
saying it.
together.
Been saying it. I also said Havertz to start. He started,
He
grabbed the
did,
goal.
yeah. And I mean, overall, the team played great. And we had a few opportunities. I mean, three shots on target, as they off the post. And I mean, let's be honest, Havertz just didn't have his finishing boots on today. Should have put that one away in the first half. I don't know why Eze came off, I'll be honest. The 5-10 minute period before he got subbed off, he was our best attacking player. Hit the one off the post. He was creating some opportunities. Um, you know, I can't argue that on the first goal, some could say it was kind of his fault. I don't know if you saw the ball, we headed out, right? As it goes to, man up the City player and then just doesn't jump, doesn't contest. They win the ball, played in Shirky. Shirky, there's a lot to do after that point for Shirky, and you can criticize our defenders there. I mean, he beat four defenders. But if as a, you know, goes, say, competes for that ball, wins it, or at least puts pressure on the player, that ball doesn't get to Shirky, right? Maybe he heads it away out wide. So maybe that's why Arteta took him off. Some of his defensive abilities were lacking today. And not that he's supposed to be a defensive player, but I mean, I think as soon as you took him off, it was pretty much game over. I think if you ask most Arsenal fans that, they'll say that was the moment that we lost the game. Because really going forward, Martinelli came on, didn't really do much. I'll be honest. I keep saying I'll be honest. I'll try to stop doing that. But our team doesn't like to find Martinelli in transition. He could be, he was making some good runs and nobody was feeding him the ball. Um, Trossard coming on, he did nothing. He did nothing. Gyökeres, he did nothing. But when you take off Eze, you lose that creative
He
spark.
came out in the 85th minute.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, what do
He
you
came on late.
expect?
Yeah,
86th
but
minute.
when you lose that creative spark, it doesn't matter who you put on. You're not gonna have any threat on goal. So I personally, that's where Arteta went wrong today, and I think that's where we lost the game. I mean, before that, it could go either way. I think that substitution tipped it in Man City's favor. Would you agree with that or disagree?
I mean, no, I've been calling for Eze to be
Yeah.
the creative spark that we need. I was very surprised with the lineup. I was happy that Arteta actually went pretty bold. I thought Odegaard was still injured. He came in the lineup and he actually played Eze at left wing. That's awesome. I'm happy that he went brave and actually chose something like that
Yeah.
because we haven't done that in a long time. And just in general, usually he'll just stick with one of the two,
Hmm.
Trossard or Martinelli. So I was like, oh, fair play. But and he beat Donnarumma, but unfortunately just didn't hit the right side of the post and kept going out. So
Yep. Yep. And goals change games. I mean, he puts that in, we're up 2-1 at that point, right? And then City's, I think, right? That would have been, yeah, that would have been the second goal, I believe.
thought it would have been tying it, but
No, he hit the post. We would have went 2-1 up because
yeah,
City
maybe.
scored shortly after that. Um, yeah, I don't know. I'll be honest. Some players to criticize today. Gabriel, he was sloppy today. I mean, he was battling Holland. It's always going to be a bit sloppy, I guess. But Holland got the best of him a few times. Obviously, he lost his head. Arguably, could be sent off for that. I think the only reason he's not is
When he
because he
did that,
didn't
I
make
was like, "Oh,
contact.
that's game over. He's getting a red card." And then he didn't get a red card, and I was very surprised because I swear when he continued the force of the headbutt,
Yeah, if you notice, Holland kind of backs away at the last second, and Gabriel's head misses his. I think that's the only reason he doesn't get sent off because he actually doesn't make
but they
contact.
had contact together, and then he did it.
Yeah, they both did it together, but then Gabriel tried to do the forward
You're
motion.
saying there was space in between as he had backed up or
Yeah,
whatever. I
no,
don't.
I mean that's what VAR or the pundits were saying too. They were like, as Gabriel went for that second thrust forward,
I was at the
Holland kind
lounge,
of
so I
stepped in.
can't hear any of the commentating. Honestly, for the best, pretty much.
Yeah,
But
but that was their reasoning, and I think when I saw the replay, I agreed with that. But at the same time, like the intent was there. He could easily been sent off for that. That was just stupidity by him. I thought Saliba had a good game. Zubamendi I thought was non-existent. He did nothing. He didn't break up play. He didn't he didn't play any good passes through the lines. He was kind of a ghost the whole first half. Second half he popped up with I think one decent pass, but he was just nowhere to be found today. Rice was Rice as always. And like I said, Isaiah I thought was our best player before he got subbed off. So that was disappointing to see. Um, yeah, I don't know. I think the best way to break down this game is we came out to play. I thought we played well, and I think the game could have gone either way for either team. And I think Arteta making his changes, he did. I think that's what lost us the game. That's pretty much that's my analysis on the game right there.
Hmm.
It was end to end, end to end. It was a battle the whole time. City did dominate a little bit more of the possession than we did. That's to be expected at home for Man City, right? So I can't complain too much on that. But it's really as simple as they could put the ball in the back of the net. I mean, Haaland before his goal didn't really have many touches inside the box. I actually think he didn't have any touches inside our box before that goal. And he put that in first time he was in the box right there. Or first time he got a touch in the box, I believe. And then yeah, the Shirky, I mean, that's just a touch of class. Hate the guy. He's annoying. I'll be honest, the one thing I'm super disappointed in today is nobody stuck it on Shirky. Nobody stuck it on Nico O'Reilly. Bro, Nico O'Reilly just
He's good.
bullied our right hand side, dude.
Yeah,
The
he's
amount of
good.
times he just all he had to do is put an arm on a player and just
I
drive him over
know.
the ball.
He's a good player.
Somebody, give him a challenge, put something on him, right? He's got your arm on him, just drag him to the ground. Like, do something. Don't just let him bully you the whole game. He just bullied him. I thought he was really good, but for those two players to just get away with it the whole game and not get a hard challenge on, that was disappointing from the team. Um, I don't know, Daniel. It's they
What
had
would you?
who
What
did they
was our goals again? Turkey and what was the other one?
Shirky where he dribbled in between and put it far post, and then the second goal is Holland that ball.
What did you think of that goal?
That goal that was extremely poor by Gabriel Martinelli. You'll see, I was watching live, and you see Odegaard point, right? He points to Nico O'Reilly, says, go press him. Okay. And Gabriel instead goes to press, I don't know, might have been Kuzanov at like way deep in their, in their third. The ball gets played, and Nico O'Reilly's got 50, 60 yards of space to run into. And I forget who he played into. I think it might have been Shirky, and Shirky put it across to Holland. But if Gabriel Martinelli sticks to the way the system's pressing, right? Why would you leave that midfield space open? That's less of a threat than, or more of a threat, sorry, than attacking and pressing the guy higher up in their third or deeper in their third, I should say. And you leave that space in, and that just completely breaks down the press. All five of our players on that side of the field are taken out of the game, and then it's Nico O'Reilly driving the space, and we're on the back foot.
Mhm.
So Gabriel Martinelli, 100% at fault for that goal, and yeah, that was disappointing. I mean, it,
Yeah, and I haven't watched it back fully. Well, I mean, I haven't watched it back yet, so I'm like, whatever. But, and I'm sure, well, I'm not gonna bring up I'm not gonna say some bullshit like you about, oh, he needs to get a yellow card for taking off his shirt. He was taking it off because it was ripped.
Dan, okay, like
I
first of all,
don't.
I know
That's
that
it's not.
has
He's
no,
not
no,
taking.
listen,
It's when it's celebration. It's more so an excessive
it doesn't
celebration type
matter.
of
It
yellow
doesn't matter.
card. I
Okay,
have you looked at the rules?
yeah, I sent you the rules. Okay,
I
and
didn't
it
look.
said it did
I
not
didn't
matter
see.
if it's an undershirt or anything. An undershirt means nothing. He should not. Okay, first of all, I'll be honest. Has no impact on the game if he gets a yellow card or not.
I know, but it's
I
just like
just
stupid. It's just stupid.
I just effing hate Erling Haaland. He pisses me off. He's an annoying little twat. And I mean, he should have got a yellow card for that. It says in the rule, and I'll read you the rule. I sent it to you. And again, this has no impact on the game.
This is AI overview. Just
It's just
FYI.
me being 100% petty. All right. It says blah, 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 combat excessive celebrations often applied rigidly, regardless of the reason, such as replacing a ripped undershirt. Took his shirt off, replaced his undershirt,
What
which
was
has
the first
no
part
effect.
about it? Was it?
Says yes, according to IFAB laws of the game applied in the Premier League, taking off his shirt is generally a mandatory yellow card. While the rule is created to combat
Combat
excessive celebrations, it is
excessive
often
celebration.
doesn't matter. It is often applied rigidly, regardless of the reason, such as replacing a ripped undershirt.
Yeah.
Again, it was just me being petty, heated in the moment. I hate the guy. Still should have a yellow card for that. But at the same time, we do always say refs need to have some common sense, and common sense says sure. Like, but at the same, he doesn't need an undershirt.
Um.
You don't need an undershirt.
But no. Okay. The
Just dumb.
reason. But okay. Anyways, with the goal though, live when I saw it. Okay, maybe I'd have to watch back. Maybe Gabriel was also pulling on him, but Holland was at an arm's
Yeah,
length
they were both
pulling on him. Like,
pulling
okay.
on each other. I think.
I figured that's probably what it was. But I was like, at
Yeah,
the end when it came to it, Gabriel
yep.
wasn't pulling on him,
I
and
know.
Holland
I know.
was pulling on his jersey.
I
So,
hear you.
but no,
I watched the replay back
no, I
a few
mean, yeah, they
times.
were probably both pulling. So, whatever.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, like I
And they
said,
had a lot of
pulling him
chances.
at
So
first, and then Holland's pulling him down, and yeah, it's just one of those. It's just one of those. But
they had a lot of chances. So
City, yeah, they created they played really well. Where do we go from here, Daniel?
you have to be perfect. That's what I've been saying.
Yeah,
That's why I rate the Premier League over the Champions League. You have to be perfect, and that matters essentially right now at the end of the season. It's an even score line. It's the beginning of the season right now. It's 0-0. You have to win out the last what 5, 6 games. I don't even know where we're at.
five games,
I
I
haven't even
think.
really been paying attention to like what match week it is. I just know we gotta be perfect. Just win every game. There have been so many chances where we can gain points and just haven't, and then we've also dropped points. And now we're at that point where whiteboards are erased, everything's set at 0. What is it? I don't even know what the points are. What do we have? 81? No, that's not right.
We're
What do we have?
at 70, and they have 67
70.
game in hand
So
on
it's 70
Wednesday.
70, even score, because they have a game in hand, so they got the points right there. 70 70, and it's like split goal difference. I think we have one up on them, but they score way more goals than us. So even we
Yeah, we have
gotta
one
win
up
out
on them.
every single game, and that's it.
Yeah, and as far as our remaining fixtures go, let's see. We have Newcastle next weekend. We have Fulham, West Ham, Burnley, Palace, and that's it. Um, let's start City though. I mean, they got Burnley on the week. If they win that game, they go level on points with us, right? Obviously, if they win that game, their goal difference will be either equivalent to us if it's a 1-0 or more if they win by more goals. So they will technically be top of the table on goal difference. Burnley officially relegated this weekend, Daniel.
Yeah, I know.
That
So we're not
matters. I
doing
mean,
any
sometimes you
favors.
see those teams that are now relegated, nothing to play for, and they just I mean, they've had nothing to play for really. They weren't going to make it out of the relegation zone, but now that it's kind of official, do you think maybe they could do something? I know we shouldn't be asking other teams for favors, but it's a pipe dream. No,
Stupid question. Move on.
it is a stupid question. I know. I'm trying to just build some hope in our system, Daniel. Uh, yeah, I mean, like I said, we just gotta be perfect. That's pretty much it. Uh, yeah, I don't even know. How do we wrap up this video? Yeah, like, subscribe, hit the bell if that's a thing. Or not hit the bell if that's a thing. Hit the bell. Hit the hype button if that's a thing. And yeah, let us know down in the comments thoughts on the game. I did get the score prediction correct. Unfortunately, I did say 2-1 Man City. Not that I'm happy about that, but I got it right. Yay. Not happy. I would rather won, obviously. But yeah, let us know what you thought of the game. Should Gabriel have been sent off? I'll be honest, Anthony Taylor I thought was poor today. There was those two times where Hincapié was in behind and Kai was in behind, and they cut across the city defender and got taken out. I'm not going to claim red cards or anything. Maybe Kuzanov because he was center of the pitch. Hincapié was out on the left, but like we should have had free kicks, and he just waved it off. I thought he was
Yeah, the
so.
Hincapié one, I could see it either way. Kind of
Really?
like, but Kai one also, he should have been smarter and got in front of him quicker because then he has to draw the foul, and that's potentially a red card. Or he doesn't foul him, and then you're
Shot.
pretty much touch it one more, two more times. I forget how far he was, and
Yeah,
have a
maybe two more
shot.
pitches, have a
And will
shot.
he score it? Who knows?
Yeah.
Yes, that would be a moment where he's thinking. It's not a moment where the ball drops to him. He has to just slice it or hit it. Usually,
Yeah.
he's better at those types of movements rather than the ones where he has loads of time to think.
Yeah, and then I also feel like Anthony Taylor after the first half. I think I don't know what refs do at halftime. I don't know if they look back on the first half of the game. I don't know what they do. But it
I
kind of
don't
seemed
think
like
they
he
did.
did because he got a couple calls in the first half. One of them, I'll be honest, was kind of a dive. He got hands to him and he just felt him went over, right? We got one a free kick deep in our defensive third. We were under pressure, so it really relieved the game right there. But after that second half, I felt like Eze just did not get any call, and he's getting bodied left and right. So I don't know. I don't know what refs do at halftime if they review the first half at all, or if they get any, call in say, hey, like this guy dived, watch out. Like I don't know what they do. That'd be interesting to see. Um,
Go watch
maybe
Zach
when the
Jaleb's interview with Mark Clattenburg and all the other people, and I think he talks something about that about oh, if you know you made a wrong decision at halftime. Something it was Mark Clattenburg, ex-ref.
they try to like re-referee to like make
No,
up
no,
for it.
no. I don't remember what it was. Just go
Oh,
watch
okay.
the video. Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't know.
But anyways,
I'll
Dan,
link it to
wrap
you.
it up. You give us last comments or thoughts, and then take us out.
Blind faith, you gotta be perfect. So good luck with that. Yeah, you guys have lost the league 3 years in a row. Don't do it a fourth time because that would make history. There's not much more to say other than that. We've had it in our hands a few times. We
Many
could have
times.
we could have run away with it. We haven't.
Yeah.
You don't have to beat the teams at the top, but it really helps.
Yeah.
Would have helped. So yeah.
Yeah, 100%. And if we do pull out the league somehow, that they're all just gonna be like, well, you couldn't beat City. Couldn't even get a tie. We beat you twice. F off. Um, but yeah, we're gonna hear that, of course. But
I don't care what people say. I just want to win the league. I
I
don't
know.
give a fuck about the other people.
I hear you, man, but
So
you know the media, you know how they are. But anyways, um, yeah, been to the Rose and Arsenal. Come on, Arsenal, get your shit together and let's go win the league. Let's just go win out. That's all we can ask for. Yeah. Anyways, see you guys in the next video.